and welcome back to another episode of the Comman-Dads. I'm Tim. We got Corey and Tone. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good. Too bad. We're switching the show to 7 p.m. now on Wednesdays. Tone got a new job. Congrats, dude. But it is working nights now, so the 9 p.m. or 9:30 was conflicting. So we're moving up to 7, but that's cool. I'm glad Corey could do it too. But yes, so hopefully people get used to that, and we'll have some live chatters with that. But for now, let's start the show off how we always do. What's new in Dadland over there, Tone? Anything fun this last 2 weeks? We missed 2 weeks because I was out of town last week. That's
why. TJ's now 8 months old, so 4 months away from his first birthday. So he got his first tooth. That's very interesting.
Oh, that's fun.
Nice.
I'm sure he's. You said like everybody. Yeah, you said like 2-3 weeks ago that he's been teething on everything, right? Like everything's had to go into his mouth. So that's cool.
So yeah,
finally got a tooth.
Now he's trying to bite everybody's freaking head off. And that's pretty much about it. Got his first tooth. He's 8 months old now, and adjusting to his new job has been a lot because now I'm working at night, so my days are kind of weird. I sleep half the day. So
when did you start it?
I started last Friday.
Last Friday. Okay, cool. So all right, first tooth. That's exciting. What up, Corey? Yeah. What about you?
The rent. That's about it. That's what's up. No. We went to go see my family this past weekend, so it was fun.
Your family, not the Cowboy side of the family.
Yeah, we got to see the good side of the family. Now we have Cowboy fans on the side. Either way,
you're surrounded.
Yeah, it's like a virus, but it's so it's not good. But no, he got to be in with my mom and hang out with my dad and stuff, and my grandma who's like 93. So it's good to see them. And we didn't travel as much while we were up there because last time we were like going places and we were in the car most of the time after we drove 6 hours to get up here. So it's just like, he's talking a lot more. I will tell you that it's true what they say about Bluey. That show is addictive. Don't get your kids to watch it because it's like mildly entertaining too. So I catch myself watching it with them, and I'm like, oh, let's watch Bluey, buddy. And he's just enamored with it. He's in the walker now. So he's just like, but the walker's like kind of big for him. So he's just like leaning over like this. Like, I mean, y'all saw him. He's just like enamored with screens and everything. So hopefully it doesn't translate to an iPad, but like, maybe a TV. I hope not. Because because
you could fight it all you want. Welcome to 2024.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's going to kill me. It is what it is, though. But everything's good. Everything's good. I can't complain.
Because it's all in schools. As soon as they go to school, they're going to get an iPad.
My job gives away free iPads to every student now. So
at college?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It works in. At first, it was they get it. It's a technology fee we charge them, but usually they get it. Everybody gets an iPad somehow. Yeah. At a very reduced cost.
Fair. Well, this 2 weeks I messed up and went away for another couple of days, and my wife was not happy about that. She was like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Oh, can I go to?" My boss needs me to go to Ocean City with him to work on his house. Okay, yeah, no problem. Day 2, why aren't you here? It's just there's tears. So yeah, I got in trouble for that, but no, he's doing good. He's now just about 11 pounds.
Oh
my god!
Because he's 6 weeks. We got him baptized on Sunday, so that was cool. And beautiful church nearby. It's a Catholic family, so you got baptized Catholic, and his head still smells like the oil. We're supposed to give him a bath tonight. I think we're supposed to do it like every 2 weeks or something. We give him or twice a week rather. That you give him a bath, so his head still smells like the oil hardcore, but. But no, it was cute. It was good. That was fun.
Cute.
Yeah, he's not. He's obviously. He was following me the other day with his eyes, but that's about it. But he was also not even staring me down. It almost looks like a blind person. Like he's not able to focus on me. But he like hears me instead. But I was walking back and forth, and I noticed that his head was like following me around, like he something was there. He just didn't know what it was from afar. So that was cool.
That's so cute.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Those are the main things. Main takeaways the last 2 weeks. He's just growing and baptized and doing good, healthy. Everything's good.
Amen.
A good deal. All right, should we hop into Commanders talk?
Oh yeah, always.
What up, expert? What up, Daniel?
Yo.
All right. Well, I wanted to start with just mentioning the camp dates have been announced. So the rookies will report to camp on July 18th. The rest of the team will report by July 23rd. The dates where fans can go, the first day is July 28th. According to Tech, they've already been sold out. I don't know if you could find it on Ticketmaster or somewhere else.
Out of here.
Maybe people are selling them after they scoop up all the free tickets. I don't know. But for now, it is sold out, so you can't go there. But they also have the 29th, August 2nd, August 4th, and August 6th that are listed at the moment, according to the Commanders Wire. But yeah, training camp just around the corner. We're about a month away. A month away from when fans can come. We're less than a month away for when they're going. So there's that. Denny got traded to the Trailblazers. You're watching the draft today for the NBA? No, I'm not. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'll pay attention to it.
I'll only watch for the trade that happened. I won't see trades.
I don't like how this is just a random thought. I don't like how the NBA says like, oh, this guy was drafted by this team, but he played for this team when the trade happened that day.
Yeah.
Like Luka was drafted by the Hawks and Trae Young was drafted by the Mavericks, even though they played for the opposite. No, they were drafted by the team they played for.
Facts.
Right away. It just happened to be a trade on draft night. And
so
I don't like
Phillip
how the NBA
Rivers
does
was drafted by the Chargers. That's what in your mind, correct?
I forget was it the Giants that
and
technically drafted him, and then he then traded
because
he refused.
With the Chargers.
Refused. Yeah, but it's just yes, it's a draft day trade. It's like the team that was listed on the moment, but I don't know because I feel like there had to be talks beforehand.
Facts.
But I don't know. I just don't like how
Kobe Bryant was drafted by the Hornets.
Yeah, there's like almost everybody. Nobody was drafted by their team. It feels like not literally. Of course, there's going to be some, but like I think Dirk Nowitzki was not drafted by the Mavericks, if I remember right. I don't know. There's like a bunch of them, but who cares? All right. Enough for the NBA. Good luck to the Wizards. We suck so bad. It makes me not even want to watch. It is what it is. All right. So those are the training camp dates. Roster moves. As of currently, we've officially signed all the rookies as of June 14th. So no more weird shenanigans going there. I still don't quite understand why it took so long, but hopefully the players got every single little nuance to the deal that they got. But yes, all rookies have been officially signed. Now the real news that's interesting is the front office moves. And I know a lot of people can't be happy about this. But Eugene Shen has been let go, and he was like a fan favorite. Like he was one of the first hires they made. I know there's a lot of people in my Discord that were super hyped when they signed or hired Eugene Shen to help with the team. How do you guys feel about this, Corey? You're shaking your head. You don't seem to care.
No, you didn't know. Nobody knew what the hell Eugene Shen was doing anyway. I mean, people are like, oh yeah, Eugene Shen because he came from Baltimore and he was in Miami. And who would thought if Adam Peters is the guy, he's gonna bring his own people in. So he was just a mercenary. He just came in for a year and kind of was part of that transition phase, what they kind of alluded to letting him go, and they said they appreciated his services and everything. And you look back on the command log and everything, he was just in the background clapping his hands. And you know what? Maybe Eugene Shen would have had a job if we had kept Montez Sweat. I don't know, but because remember they said he was part of that Eugene Shen that ran the numbers and everything. I can tell you one thing: I don't need no analytical Desmos calculator by Texas Instrument to show that that guy had some value. So yeah, but thanks, Eugene, for whatever you did. That nobody really knows what you did outside the people in that building. And any fans act like it. We don't know. We just don't know. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with him. He's a smart dude, and I think he talked to Florida Atlantic class one time, and I listened to it. The man sounds brilliant. Like,
yeah, I listened to that same thing. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's brilliant. The man's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but like, he was just he doesn't look like he has a long shelf life either, and maybe that's because of his skill set. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. He just might get bored after a while too, so he takes on small projects. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so you think this was decided? I know that they mentioned that he was more of the transitionary guy, like more of like assessing the team of where it stood at that moment, so that he could assist Josh Harris in making the moves going forward. Like I could see that being a tag to Bob Myers, right? I mean, he's not even an NFL guy. He came from the NBA and whatnot. I don't know what he is. He's been already let go, I guess, right? I didn't hear anything about him, but that makes sense. Like, you're more of an organizational guy. You know a lot of the agents. You have a lot of history with a lot of these guys. So you come in for a short term. But yeah, Eugene Shen seemed like a guy that was more interesting to a long term, of a guy you would want in your building to help make decisions, to me anyway. But clearly that was not the case. But you think that right away he signed up knowing this was going to be a short term
I
deal.
think he probably signed up for this. Like, you look at it. He was in Baltimore for 5 years, with the Dolphins for, was it 3? It looks like. So
those aren't really short in NFL terms. I mean, those are decent.
I mean, for
like 8 months is all he got here. He didn't even get to a season.
Wasn't he here all last year?
They hired him like early in the year, I guess.
Because it even says on this
earlier year. It was 8 months, is what I read that they.
Okay.
It was his.
Why do I feel like he was here longer? Oh well.
8 months would have been around November, right?
Yeah.
Shen's tenure lasted less than 8 months with Josh Harris, having hired him in November.
They're probably gonna pay him for. They'll probably pay him, give him a nice severance package. Yeah.
I mean, I already transitioned to some other thing with Josh Harris anyway, so. He didn't leave the organization, but he's still doing something.
He's gonna be in Josh Harris's organization, though. Yeah. Still, that's what the thing. He's still on Josh Harris's payroll.
Just
so
not
maybe just not with the Commanders. That's what that was. So maybe that's he.
The moment they hired Brandon Sosner, I wasn't really surprised because he's an analytics guy, so that just made sense. That made perfect sense. I'm not surprised at all.
So
I'm still surprised by it. I really am, because
Sousa's younger. He's been in the league. He's been around the block a few times. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But he must have some. Josh Harris must have some value for him if he's keeping him in the
right. Josh Harris must, but you think Adam Peters maybe? Nah, I'm good. Like this is my show. And I
got Brandon Sosner. I'm good.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna draft because he was a lot of draft theory, a lot of position theory of where is the position values at, right? He talked up the tight end, obviously, mentioned the lack of need for a top tier running back or stuff like that, where clearly Adam Peters was a part of an organization that believed in the running back. They would have made a trade for one of the best in the league in Christian McCaffrey, right? And I don't know. I was definitely surprised by this move. That it came as a shock to me, but maybe I should have been more in tune with this. Maybe this is something that should have been in the tea leaves, that this guy was more of a dude that they just hired to assess the team in the moment and help us get to the GM hire and then move forward. But as you said, Josh Harris still likes him though. So you're not, but you said you're not surprised by it, Tone? You think this was?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. They hired Brandon Sosner in the same role. Like that was kind of writing on the wall. Definitely, once they hired Sosner, who's a very similar guy to Eugene Shen, the analytics and
senior vice president of football.
Senior vice president, all that was it just made sense. Like The writing was on the wall at that point. Yeah, so,
hey, if anybody knows about the opposites, tone.
God dang, bro.
Woo!
Dang.
Yes!
The hate is real out here, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
He had to get in there. Had to get in there.
You walked into that one, bro. You walked into that
That's cool,
one.
bro. It's cool, bro. Cool story, bro. Cool story, bro.
I love you, bro. You know that.
That's
I love
awesome.
You. So that's what I do.
No love for the ops. No, I'm just kidding. All right, now I'm getting in on it.
Look, man. I used to 63rd, all right. You know I'm out of here.
All right. The other one that was interesting is Doug Williams keeps hanging around. He's one of the few that I feel like was here back in the Bruce Allen days. I'm sure there's probably some random lower level guy that's maybe still around, but Doug Williams is the only big name that I can think of off the top of my head that's still here prior to Ron Rivera. He's moved around positions a little bit, but he's back to senior advisor to the general manager. So I mentioned that maybe Adam Peters was not a big fan of Eugene Shen, that he wanted to bring him in, or maybe that Eugene Shen didn't want it. But Doug Williams has moved up again and now one of Adam Peters' right-hand guys here as a senior advisor. Do you think he should have gotten a GM job? He was talked about in the late Bruce Allen days when we were getting rid of him, that Doug Williams should have taken his job. We instead of went with a coach-centric approach. So Ron then brought his dudes in. We know how we feel about Mr. Mayhew. I still don't know why he's around, but how do you guys feel about Doug Williams still being in the building from Bruce Allen's tenure, Tone?
Honestly, once they brought him in this building, knowing what he did as a player and things like that, I think I will get rid of Doug. Like, Doug kind of one of those mainstays. Like, all right, no matter what you do, don't get rid of Doug, okay? Every gym, like, okay, we get it. We won't get rid of Doug. We'll find something for him. Even if Doug gotta just keep back and relax and eat snacks, just write a role for him. Just keep him in here. Okay, all right, cool. All right, and it's a mainstay. Like you can't get rid of Doug, man. Unless Doug do an absolute crappy job at his job, I don't think there's a way you can get rid of Doug. I think that'd be a bad PR move to begin with. So
that actually is not a bad point. But I think he's earned his right to be in the front office. I don't think it's just a courtesy hire like that. I mean, obviously that
earned it too, for sure.
The history with this team specifically definitely doesn't hurt his cause. But I feel like I remember even when the Bruce Allen, like he was making decisions to try to help this roster be better. Like, wasn't he the guy that brought in Adrian Peterson for us?
Yeah, and I think he had he stood in the fire line when they hired when they signed Reuben Foster too, because he had to come back. He had said something about the allegations, and he had to come back and basically walk back what he said in this situation because he dealt with like domestic abuse and everything. But yeah, he's made some decisions for this team
for sure. Do you like that he's still hanging around, Corey, or do you think he?
Oh man, I love Doug. Every time I see Doug at something, he's always eating food. I got pictures of Doug Williams. He took a picture with me back in 2021 when we were up in the club level during that open practice they did at Fayetteville, and he got chicken wing right in his hand, bro. That is Doug. Doug is about taking the pictures. And he is an institution. You cannot get rid of Doug. Doug would have to commit murder. Doug is like, he is the Marion Barry of the Washington Redskins. Even though nobody would set him up, I don't think he'd be in a room with cocaine or nothing like that. But basically what I'm saying is you can't do anything. You can't do anything to him.
Can't get rid of Doug.
Can't. There will always be a reasonable doubt. If you'd be like, I don't know if that was Doug Williams who did that. It's like, here's a robbery tape right here. He just I don't know.
That's Doug.
That's his stink eye. That's his stink eye right there. Look at the pimp walk right there. He got that was Doug Williams.
I don't want no Doug, man.
I'm sure that wasn't even Doug Williams on Today's Show when he said, "We're the Commanders." I don't think that was Doug. You can't convince me that was Doug. Because I can't put Doug.
Wait, hold on. I'm having also an effect here. He's not the one that announced the name, right? He told John Allen to announce it. Am I making that up? Didn't he turn to John and was like, what are we gonna be, man? It was in that awkward way.
And he had that tan suit on too. Like, I don't believe that was him in the tan suit.
I think Jonathan Allen was the one that technically announced it, even though it was already announced on Commander's Twitter.
The Commander.
Yeah, I think he turned and it was like, "Yeah, John, what are we gonna be?
Gonna be." You're like, Commanders, yeah, the Commander.
Like I don't believe that.
Like, that sounds so uneventful. I said, what the hell?
It's so bad, so embarrassing.
I've told y'all this story, right? Where we were on, it was like a group of us. We were on Rio's channel, right? When they announced it, those idiots, they put the team name out and everything before it was announced on the Today Show.
Yes,
like I get all the tweets because you sign up for notifications for the tweets and stuff. It's like a new era. We're the Commander. I said, man, they already spoiled it. And then it was so damn anticlimactic. I was just like, that wasn't Doug. That was not Doug.
It was also like the pictures came out beforehand because they had already put
the uniforms already out, all that.
Well, they put like the big mural on one of like the team stores, I think it was, and like there was a traffic camera on not a traffic camera, the helicopter cameras that I don't know if it's only traffic, but just like fires or whatever, that the news cameras, and they got a hold of it.
Chopper 4 or whatever.
And what's his name? Joe Theismann also spoiled it like a week beforehand, where he was on the radio.
And he's like, a month beforehand
on the video where it had you could see it in the window. Is that what you're talking about with Jason Wright?
Yeah.
But it was pretty bad once Joe Theismann said something. He was like, "Yeah, it's going to be the Commander." I mean, I don't know, maybe not, or something like that on the radio, because I think they had already talked to him about it to be a part of things. But yeah, so good times here.
It wasn't Doug. I swear it wasn't Doug.
Yes,
you can't convince me. You can't convince Doug. Doug. I can't.
You need the Doug theme song from that show from a long time ago. Doug. I don't even remember what it was. But anyway, all right. Doug's been promoted. That's cool. Front office, hopefully set by now. We're already in June. We have to talk about it now. All right. We would have talked about it last week because that's when this TikTok video surfaced with Brendan Aiyuk and Daniels. But now it's also been reported recently. But before that, so if you didn't see it, of course, you probably did. But TikTok, there was a video with Jaden Daniels and Brendan Aiyuk talking, and Brendan Aiyuk talking about how they don't want me, man. They don't want
me back, man.
They don't want me back. And it's talking to his boy from Arizona State with Jaden Daniels. Now it's been reported from Schefter that the 49ers offered a trade to Washington, but we turned it down. So Adam Peters cannot make a deal with his former team. What do you think the deal was, Tone? And how bad could it have been to not accept this? Or would you have accepted it in a certain case, Tone?
It was a first round pick and more. I would bet any amount of money that was more than it was a first round pick plus. And Adam Peters said, "Get the hell out of my face. You're insane. No way. I got paid this fool? Hell
He's
no."
only what, 25, 26? He is young. He is young.
But I'm not trading a first round pick. They gotta pay him.
Yeah.
And then he's not technically my wide receiver one. It's still Terry McLaurin. No.
It's interesting.
And yeah, they probably said, we want a 2025 first, some other crap, probably 2024 second. They're trying to fleece us, man. They probably mad that he left. Like, oh, how dare you leave?
All right, would you accept a first and second there, Corey?
No, I'm sorry.
What do you think it was? Do you think he's right?
I wouldn't accept it. It probably was something stupid. Y'all got to think, though. Kyle Shanahan and his awful father, who I think is the son of Satan,
oh my God,
tried to screw us.
You got to get a Corey bingo card. He found a way to bring up Mike Shanahan.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. God, that evil.
Every episode, we got to just get a Corey bingo card.
My eye. I have to, oh, God. The diabetes is running in my eye right now. I'm so mad.
All right, go for it.
But anyway, their job is to screw this team. Conspiracy brother Corey knows this for a fact because you know what he did? Oh, y'all remember about 20 years ago, back in March, right? They traded this cornerback who Hall of Famer, All Pro. They trade him for a measly running back. And not only did they trade him for a measly running back, they had to get a pick. They had to send a pick that way too to Denver.
To get the measly
running back. I love Clinton Portis. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But still.
That first year.
They screwed. So that's what they were trying to do again. Guess what? Shannon Mahans? There's new people there's new players. Look at me. There's new players up in this damn house now. You can't screw us now. We ain't to be trifled with. How about you learn the overtime rules before you start screwing somebody? Hello?
Well, maybe Steve,
hey, I'm just glad. Look, Steve Wilkes is gonna help them with their defense this year. Oh, yeah. That's right, idiots. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm off.
So I am in a similar boat with. I would not have accepted that trade. Absolutely not. I'm also interested in. So he is on his rookie deal. I don't know what the no trade clauses is. So I guess technically the Niners could trade him to somebody else, but even then, like he just doesn't. He could just not sign with wherever he goes. Like if he just goes for a 1 year.
I think if he got traded, an extension would have been agreed on. There's no way you trade and draft.
My thing is, obviously it would lower the value if you don't get the extension. But maybe you are Kansas City Chiefs and Marquise Brown gets hurt again, and now you want a receiver 1 before the trade deadline, and you're trying to make a move.
That's a different scenario. That's different,
right? And if Brandon Aiyuk really does want to play with JD, then just wait it out. We're not waiting. We're not winning anything this year. We don't have to send picks and try to go get this guy now. Wait it out and sign him in the offseason.
I will say this. I don't think the 49ers will go quietly. They will tag him. I'm almost certain they're going to tag him. They're not going to let him walk.
There's no way that they're going to tag him. There's got to be somebody else. They are so deep. There's got to be somebody else on their roster that they would have to use the tag on.
I could be wrong, we never thought Devontae Adams would get tagged, but he got tagged and got traded. There's been big receivers that have gotten tagged and traded. Now, I don't know what the top 5 receiver contracts look like with all these inflations, but man, they don't got to put on their cap until he signs it. So they can tag him. It don't affect their cap. They say, all right, we're looking to move him. Who wants him?
My problem is with this whole situation, it's like with the fans, right? Everybody's like, we need to get Brandon Aiyuk. We got to get him. We got to help JD out. Why are we trying to be sexy when we're not even presentable? Think about that. Y'all like, what are you talking about, Corey? Like, our offensive line is a huge question mark. Mm-hmm. We don't know who's going to be left tackle. We hope and pray that Brandon Coleman can be functional enough or be serviceable enough because that scares the hell out of us. Mm-hmm. Cornelius Lucas scares the ham sandwich out of us, starting at left tackle. We've already got questions at guard. We're worried about a damn wide receiver whose health hasn't been the best. Right, he's missed a few games.
I think you're right.
Last year,
check me last year though.
Check me on that. But
I'm looking.
I think 2022 missed 2 games.
Yeah, so
he put out 17 last year though.
Right, and if that's the case, it's good. But like Tim said,
16 last year, 17, 16. So he hasn't really been hurt since 2020.
Okay, good. So my question is, are we going to win anything? No, we're not. No. I think a good season for us is being competitive and winning 7 games. I hadn't said that. And if we do,
I got 8-9, so we're on the same tip for real.
Right. Yeah, so, but we have to protect Jaden Daniels. Make sure he finished the season upright, because I think that's key. We got to know that he can play and he can stay healthy. Those are 2 things we have to figure out this year. And everything else will happen. I think the defense will be better. Yeah. So if we can't get the offensive line straight, who gives a crap to who it's going to?
And speaking of needs on the team, our secondary, our cornerback position is weak as hell.
Oh, yeah.
We're asking for a wideout.
Here we go.
And we don't truly know what Jahan Dotson or Luke McCaffrey is yet. Can we find what they are first before we make a move? We gotta be pressed. We gotta have Aiyuk. We gotta have his best friend.
Oh, we better get Stephon Gilmore or who's that scrub from the UFL that Roger was complaining about? Who hadn't been signed?
Baker.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
guys.
Come on now. Like,
yeah, man, get the F-bomb out of here with that foolishness.
So I also want to put this out there. Like, I'm not making any trades until the Buccaneers decide what they're going to do with Tristan Wirfs. I'm not making it because I will send big value for him. We need a left tackle desperately. If Tristan Wirfs somehow comes on the market because there's bad blood there for whatever reason, and Wirfs is not getting what he feels as he's deserved, I mean, I'm sending first plus for that. We need a left tackle so bad. We have the cap space. And I would want to use my first.
You feel first in 2025 and a third in like 2026, something like that.
Say that again.
You feel like a first next year and then a third in like 2026.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not in the negotiation room, so I could say whatever I want and I'm not putting my hand out there. But if I'm not kidding, I would trade my whole draft next year for him.
Good Lord. No, you can't do that, Tim.
Of course, that would never happen. But I would not be opposed to it. We're getting a Pro Bowl caliber left tackle, right? And then I could potentially sign Brandon Aiyuk next year to a deal, go fill my roster in other ways. I want a left tackle so bad for my rookie.
I think we're going to Chicago have one draft pick for they said it done this
okay.
Oh, Tim did.
Of course, a guy that's actually in the negotiation room could would have to get a better deal than what I'm talking about right now. But I'm just telling you, that's how much I would want a guy like Tristan Wirfs. All right.
I would do 2-1s for Tristan Wirfs, honestly.
Tim Ditka.
I would trade my next 2 first-round picks.
Tim Ditka, that's right.
That's Tim Ditka.
But at least I'm not doing it for a running back. Jeez Louise. Okay.
That's insane.
The second most important position in football. That's what I'm doing it for.
Quarterback, man. Hey, man.
Yeah. We already got our quarterback with the number 2 overall pick. Now we're taking. Oh, look at it. Corey on the move. No.
He did his poison impersonation.
That is obviously never going to happen, and Adam Peters would be pretty wild to do that, especially considering he wants to build the draft, right? But I want a Tristan Wirfs so bad. Like, give me him over Brandon Aiyuk any day of the week.
Hey man. I'll tell you this: if you told me the Bucks cannot get an agreement with Tristan, oh my gosh, that's dope as hell.
He's got it on the.
Doug did say it. Doug said we are the Commanders.
We are.
Oh, Doug said it.
Yeah.
He didn't look at John Allen. What am I?
Yeah, I pointed at John too. But
this is a hostage video, boys. This is a hostage.
Yeah, you guys said John. Like I ain't saying nothing.
You
said, okay,
I can't hit play on it. No, but I found the video. So I can
send it to you in the chat, in the private chat.
Yeah, put in the private chat.
I'm gonna quickly watch that. I have to.
If you
why do I have it vividly? I just swear I remember him sitting there, puts his arm around Jonathan Allen, and says, "Go ahead, John. What are we gonna be?" In like this awkward, weird way.
It's at 2:55 on that video I just sent you.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. But anyway, okay, that was a sidetrack with Tristan Wirfs. But
yeah, man, I'll give 2-1s for Wirfs, and I'll give a second and more for Aiyuk in a tag and trade situation.
There you go.
I'll say effort. Effort.
That'd be interesting.
Plus,
but
you get more. You got money. The one thing is you have to battle San Francisco for that next year anyway, because they're gonna have some money on the books. Too, so
that's true. I don't think he's going back to San Fran, man. I don't think he's going to San Fran, man. I think he won out.
That's okay. I see where I got it confused. Jason Wright was the one who said, "Go ahead. What are we going to be?"
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Okay. That's where I got it mixed because I forgot Jason Wright was even there. Jason Wright being
sometimes
I thought it was only Allen, Williams, and the reporter, but I forgot that Jason Wright was even there. Okay, and so Jason Wright was the one who said, "What are we going to be?" in like this weird anticlimactic, awkward way. And then Doug Williams was the one that put his arm around Jonathan Allen saying, "We are the Commanders." Got it. Okay. Except it wasn't Doug Williams. We're believing it's not Doug. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't Doug. That is that's Will Douglas right there.
Will Douglas.
I don't know who he is.
All right. But to answer my question, what would I trade Brandon Aiyuk? I would rather just wait. But if I had to make the move, like, as you said, maybe if I'm worried about them franchise tagging him, I'm worried about somebody else coming in and swooping in and making a move. If I don't, he's only 26. He is super talented. He's a guy that doesn't have huge numbers, I don't believe, because you also had the Debo's over there. Now they added Christian McCaffrey. They haven't really had a quarterback that can really elevate. Like Brock Purdy's been solid for him, but he's not a guy that's throwing 4,500 plus yards for the Niners. Man, I can't do a first. I can't, but I probably would send a second plus, maybe a second and a fourth. Maybe the fourth being in 2026 or maybe a third in 2026. I wouldn't be freaking out if they actually made that type of move. I wouldn't be like, wow, we're such idiots. This is so stupid. Why are we doing this? I mean, we're talking about a guy who had 1,300 yards last year, 7 touchdowns on only 75 catches. So it's not even, he had a really good yard per catch there. It's almost 18 yards per catch there. And yes, he wouldn't technically be our number one, but I think he would be a very good complement to a Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Right. And I wouldn't be freaking out, but it's not my first move because I want a left tackle bad. And I'm somebody that's not really believing in you need a ton of wide receivers to win the chip. It's more of you need your quarterback, protect the quarterback, get after the quarterback. And after anything else is just a bonus, a plus. So that's my take on it anyway. All right. Any last words on the Aiyuk before we move on?
Nah. Aiyuk.
We are the Commanders.
CBS top 100. No Commander players in the CBS top 100. According to Corey, Terry was an honorable mention. Should there be? Should a team that finished with the second worst record in football have anybody in the NFL's top 100 right now?
No. Go prove it.
Nope.
Nope, we suck. No.
So now I have to play the other side. No. I would not. Let's see. The NFL top 100, I guess you would have to break it down in how many of each position are you going to have. Obviously, I think quarterback is probably going to be overloaded. There's probably too many quarterbacks because they have the name recollection. I'm guessing. I didn't even look at the CBS. You could tell me what the breakdown was. Yeah, so I would imagine there's too many of those. There's probably an overload of wide receivers. Because if Terry McLaurin's a honorable mention, there was probably another, 12 receivers on the list?
Yeah.
13, probably 12.
13.
They had like 16 or 17. They might have 16.
Is it that many? Holy crap. So we're talking 30 people in just 2 positions.
Let's see here.
And then you have defensive ends. I think those are going to be, or outside linebacker, defensive end type guys. They're going to be in there. And then at what point, where do you put a guy like Jonathan Allen or Daron Payne, right? Because these are the guys. But it's interesting, even if a guy that we added is not in that conversation, like a Bobby Wagner should not be in the NFL top 100, leading the league in tackles, potential first ballot Hall of Famer, Super Bowl MVP. I know he's older now, but he's still producing at an extremely high rate. It's T Roy's a little bit behind, but yes, you're right. Jason Wright was the one that turned to Doug and asked that question. But anyway, should there be? I don't hate what you guys just said because we're 3-13 or 14, 17 games now, right? We were 3-14 last year.
It was 4-13, same difference.
4-13. Okay, I thought we had 13 losses, but I couldn't remember. But okay, we shouldn't have won that 4th game. So stupid. Okay.
Against somebody just as bad as we were too.
Yeah. Should there be? You can't say you should be when your team is that bad.
Mm-mm.
And it'll be interesting. It'd be very interesting to see, can that be changed? Because our players are going to be put into the best positions possible to succeed at the highest rate, and we'll see if somebody can elevate at that time. But so nobody in your mind even has an argument.
14,
Counting
15.
What are you counting?
16, 17 wide receivers.
17 wide receivers. And
Yep.
Terry's not in the top 17 receivers right now. Who's number 17? Who's the 17th receiver on the list?
Mike Evans, I think.
Mike Evans is the 17th?
Yeah, Mike Evans. I think.
Who's the 16th?
Hey, yeah, make him go back up here. So Mike Evans, DJ Moore.
Okay.
Mr. Feed. Okay, I'll just go from top to bottom. From bottom on up.
Yeah, bottom to top. Bottom to top. Yeah.
Mr. Feed the Children. Devontae Smith. Get the boy sandwich. Debo Samuel.
Devontae Smith is on the list before Terry?
Debo Samuel. Then Nico Collins.
Nico Collins?
Garrett Wilson? George Pickens? Puka Nacua?
Puka was cooking though. I ain't gonna Puka was cooking, folks. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see who else Pete Briscoe has up here.
What? Top 100?
Yep. Brandon Aiyuk came in at number 46.
Stats, bro.
You have Nico Collins in your top 100 players?
Yep. Brandon Aiyuk, then Jalen Waddle at 42. Amon St. Ra, the Sun God, at 39.
Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay, now we're getting into a territory that I agree that these guys should definitely be on the list. Okay. I'm sure anybody above Amon-Ra, I'm not going to have an argument with that.
Actually, Emmanuel Forbes' father is on here. AJ Brown. Devontae Adams is at 26.
He did it. Good job, Corey.
His stepdaddy, sorry. Compact Disc Lamb is on there at 21. Jamar Chase at 13. And then you have
Nico. Where did Nico rank?
He's like 72 or something.
Holy crap. He's in the top 75 players in the NFL, according to CBS. That is a wild take. A wild take.
Yep, 77. Sorry. I overestimated him. And Mike Evans was at 88, which he is the lowest ranked receiver.
Here's a random note. This is very
Cooper
random.
Kupp's not even in that top 100 either.
You know what? Cooper Kupp is a one-hit wonder.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, he called that man.
He's a one-hit wonder. Go look it up.
You just think he's because he's the Great White Hope. That's what it is, right?
I think that because he is the Great White Hope.
No. I just like people pretty much kind of labeled him as the Great White Hope of wide receivers.
Of course, but he's really a one-hit wonder. He's actually not
kidding.
Yeah, he's like he had that triple crown year that was through the roof, unbelievably good.
Can't stay healthy.
But yeah, outside of that, he's obviously a great possession receiver and could get open in the slot at an extremely high rate. But he just had a booming year. But in reality, he's a Wes Welker, even though he's 6'2" or something like that. But he's a guy that's more just a possession guy. It's interesting.
145 catches in
2021.
Great day.
Yeah, the triple crown when he won the offensive player of the year, most yards, most touchdowns, and MVP.
Mm-hmm. He played
most catches. The triple crown was the catches, yards, and touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also won the offensive player of the year, and Super Bowl MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here you go too. He started and played in all 17 games in 2021. Since then, he's only played in 21 games. 21 games in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Anyway, one-hit wonder. But anyway, Nico Collins. 34. Nico Collins on the list.
Collins cooking, man.
Dude, he's 1 year.
What's cooking, folks?
Dude, 1 year.
I think they're just basing it off last year, Tim. I don't think they're based off his whole career, Tim.
I think they're based off what they've done.
Just all 2023. They don't care what you did in 22, 21, 20, 19. They don't care.
Dude, he didn't even have 500 yards.
I get that, but they're talking about 2023 specifically. They're not talking any other year. Because I agree, I think the list is wrong too. But when you put it in that perspective, so what did they do last year? Nico Collins was going crazy. He was spanking folks. He had 155 yard freaking playoff game or the last game of the season or something against the Colts or something.
He had 80 catches last year.
I was going nuts.
Yeah, 80 catches last year at 16.
Okay, hold on.
Yards.
So you're just bracing it off last year?
I've been there basing it off last year. I think that's the only reason why Terry's not on the list.
Hold on. Then if you're just basing it on last year and that's it, right? Then is Michael Pittman Jr. on that list?
He's on the honorable mention.
Is Keenan Allen on the list?
Honorable mention.
Okay. Both of these guys had more catches than him. Let's see the yards. Let's just go by yards. So where did he rank? Nico Collins was 8th in yards. I'm assuming everybody above him was in. Yeah, they look all in.
Because Keenan Allen had
more
12,
catches
1250 last year.
and touchdowns.
He had 108 catches though.
Cortland Sutton, he had 10 touchdowns. He was top 7. Okay. Jordan Addison, was Jordan Addison on the list?
I didn't see Addison.
I don't know why Eddie went on the list. I don't lie.
Well, as soon as JJ went down, he went off, and he ended up with 911 yards, 10 touchdowns, basically only starting like 10 games out of the year.
Bro,
yeah,
I agree with some of the Cortland Sutton. Hell no. He had 800 yards.
Who's higher on the list? Is it Nico or Mike Evans?
Nico.
Why is Nico higher when Mike Evans had basically 42 less yards, but 5 more touchdowns?
Nico didn't play in 2 games
on the same number of catches.
Nico didn't play in 2 games.
This can't just be last year. This is something else.
Yeah, and the potential for next year.
And what other receiver did you mention was on this list?
Yeah. Who did you stroke out about? Here in a second.
You said Michael Pittman Jr. or someone else.
I said, feed the children. Devontae Smith.
Feed the children is the same.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith?
Yes.
Dude, he's 20th.
Let's see what Slim Reaper did last. Let's see what Slim Reaper did.
He is 20th on the yards total.
He
with
followed
81 catches
up his
and 7 touchdowns.
He followed his 95.
DK Metcalf had a better year. Chris Olave had a better year. George Pickens, with no quarterback, had more yards.
I don't even know if Metcalf.
Michael Pittman.
DK even on there? Yeah,
DK Metcalf is not on here.
Wow. Okay, there's some cap on this list.
Where's Justin Jefferson?
Jefferson is. Hold on. He's got to be.
One. He's behind Mahomes. Number 2 behind Mahomes.
Nah, he is the second best receiver.
Tyreek Hill was number 1.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill did go absolutely insane last year. I mean, I would take JJ. I don't know. Maybe I would. Tyreek Hill's a monster.
JJ the best receiver in football, and I stand on that.
Okay.
Respectfully, I don't care. Reek is a one-trick pony. Reek is a one-trick pony. I love Tyreek Hill though. Tyreek's a dog.
Anyway, I don't know. If you're just going
off on that list, I agree with that.
Here's one right here that I don't agree with.
Though. Give Nico some credit though.
Which I think is he's very overrated. Josh Allen was the second-ranked quarterback behind Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, with all those turnovers.
I don't think he's better.
Even over the MVP. So we can't go just off last year. Lamar Jackson won MVP. So why isn't he number 1? So something's 16. Going on. They have some weird criteria of where people rank. And Nico Collins should be nowhere near the top 100. That is no way.
We're not doing that, bro. Hey, bro.
He's not even the best receiver on his team.
Bro.
He's not even the best receiver on his team.
Not anymore.
No, Tank Dell. I would take Tank Dell over Nico.
Now.
He's the 3rd best receiver on his team right now. And he's in the NFL top 100?
Bro did have 1,300 yards last year.
Give me Dalton Schultz.
Oh, Tim.
Bro did have
that was overboard.
Tim.
I jumped over.
God.
I'm not actually taking Dalton Schultz.
Bro, hold on.
But nonetheless, seriously.
What Tank do before he tore his ACL? I'm gonna see what Tank did before he tore his knee.
Dude, Tank was a monster.
Oh, I love Tank. Tank can ball. Tank can ball, yeah. So, well, he got hurt, week 9, week 10?
Yeah, he started 8 games and had 700 yards with 7 touchdowns as a rookie.
I love Tank down, bro.
He played in 11 games.
Don't attack me. I'm just saying, bro had 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns last year, okay? Nico Collins played well last year. I'm not going to take that away from him. He balled out. He balled out last year.
Yeah, Nico balled out. That's fine. Okay, cool. Good for you. Doesn't mean you're freaking top NFL top 100.
I think I said if they were basing off last year, I think Nico Collins was the 95th best player in football. So.
No,
you're just basing off last season. Nuts. Now I don't know what their criteria is.
You're nuts.
I don't know what it is. All I'm saying is they base it off last season. And only last season.
How many running backs were on the list?
Just last season.
How many running backs were on the list?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Just give me the bottom of the list of like the
here you go.
The bottom, start from the top to the bottom and list the running backs. Because obviously Chris McCaffrey, blah blah blah, Derrick Henry up near there. I don't care about those.
Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. I go to the bottom. Okay.
B-Rob might should have been on there. Maybe B-Rob, maybe.
Derrick Henry came in. He is the bottom of the top 100. Comes in at 91.
Derrick Henry's the bottom.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. He was just the second highest yards total last year with 12 touchdowns.
Why is Dexter Lawrence
4th most?
Why is Dexter Lawrence on here, bro? Let's goof.
Wait a minute.
Get this goof off my list.
This can't be right.
This list is nutty. They are out of control.
Okay,
I'll be honest with you. There's only 2 running backs on this list.
Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry. That's it.
Yeah.
Tay Adams.
Yeah. And then
I agree with Chris Lamstrom.
Jonathan Taylor's honorable mention. Then Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley.
Jonathan Taylor's honorable mention.
Yeah.
What did he do last year?
Bro was hurt a lot last year, though. Bro was definitely hurt.
Aaron Jones, Bijan, Etienne, Kyron Williams, Mostert. Hell, Mostert, didn't he lead the league in touchdown runs?
Yeah, I don't know why he Mostert on there. He was cooking.
Jonathan Taylor was 30th in total yards and touchdowns.
Daniel Hunter, Kyle Hamilton, George Kittle, Roquan Smith.
Now this is all put together by one guy, so
yeah, he's nuts. All right,
I don't lie, Jalen Ramsey.
He must be a freaking Houston Texans fan. That's what I'm gathering.
Jalen Ramsey fell off, respectfully. Justin Bates, Aiyuk,
good talk.
It's fun. Get your blood pressure back, Tim. I can see your veins popping out.
Right, I'm gonna get rid of this question.
I'm looking at the full list
on this. I'm gonna go.
It's about like 5 or 6 dudes I don't agree with already. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right,
Marcus Lawrence is trash. Get out of here.
All right, moving on.
This looking mid, bro.
Moving on.
Look mid, bro.
Which Commanders are poised for their first Pro Bowl in the NFL? So the guys that have already had a Pro Bowl on this team, and in the chat you can mention somebody if I forgot somebody, but Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, Terry McLaurin, Bobby Wagner, Jeremy Reeves, Tress Way, Marcus Mariota, Austin Eckler, Zach Ertz, and Tyler Biadasz are the 10 guys?
10 guys.
10 guys that have been on the Pro Bowl before. Who else on this team is it poised to earn their first Pro Bowl selection?
Jaden Daniels.
Ooh, as a rookie. We got 2012 vibes going over here. Ooh.
Oh, Jaden Daniels.
Spicy.
I got 5 on it.
No, you don't. You're gonna give me $5?
No, that's the song.
Okay, I was about to say, if you want to bet $5 on it,
I got 5 on it.
I don't even know that song. I'm not hip.
Ooh, Jane, damn. Ooh, that's a spicy one.
So
I don't lie to you.
Okay.
This one might be just as spicy. Give me B-Rock, man. B-Rock.
That is
spicy. I'm gonna take a step further. He gonna be a 3-down back by the end of the season. Also, Eckler will be phased out of the offense.
You think he'll be hurt? He might probably be hurt.
I don't even think he's gonna be.
B-Rock. Hey, B-Rock, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Gonna cook folks.
I'm looking here.
B-Rock.
The first name that jumps out at me that is interesting, in my opinion, is Mike Sanderstill.
Really?
As a slot corner. Do they divvy up on slot corners? I wonder if they would do that on the Pro Bowl. I would have to look that up, but could be.
They do.
Yeah,
they do.
so
they do.
that would be interesting.
That's how Mike Hill made Pro Bowls.
They love him. Obviously, they drafted him in the second round. And another guy that I love that is a dark horse, and you guys know who I'm going to say because I screamed when he was drafted. I didn't have to say it. You guys said it. I didn't say it at all.
Send it, baby. I do it.
Yeah, I think outside of that, Sam Cosmi, right? Cosmi hasn't earned.
Oh yeah, Cos. He needs an extension.
Cosmi's probably the real answer, but of course the other one, the most obvious one that you said, Corey mentioned that they said when they asked this question is Frankie Louvu, right? Yeah. So that's the most. He was already playing at a high level. Now he comes into a defense where they're going to try to use him as potentially the Micah Parsons of this team. I know some people think it's going to be Jamin Davis, but Louvu would be. Oh gosh, what is this? I moved here from Canada, and they think I'm slow.
Hey,
Benjamin St. Juice.
Shout out Juice. Shout out.
We need some more Juice.
Juice. Hey, we're gonna go to the Pro Bowl and we're gonna drink some maple syrup, no?
Jeez.
Give me some of that Crown Royal.
He running through the 6 with his woes. That's crazy.
Oh,
jeez. Oh, how about Ramiz Ahmed? Just kidding.
You funny as heck.
The kicker. I don't even think he makes the team.
How about your boy? Boy?
No.
Come on, Tim.
Dude, he's got to make the field first before he's talking about Pro Bowl.
My bad said, you talking feed the children, bro?
Yeah, yes. The other feed the children.
Pretzel sticks.
My bad, feed the Forbes Foundation.
Yeah, feed the Forbes.
Pretzel sticks.
Feed the Forbes Foundation.
Forbes.
Hey. We didn't get that man steak, chicken wing, mumbo sauce every day, gang.
I'm definitely interested to see how this defense plays because, like, another guy that could be interesting. Quan Martin. Where do they put Jarrett Forrest? Jeremy Chin? Does he, have a resurgence after that rookie season?
Yeah.
Dorrance Armstrong has played well down there in Dallas, kind of overshadowed by a couple of the guys they have over there.
Micah.
I don't think Armstrong actually will have. I don't think he'll ever have the name recognition to actually make it. But it's a very interesting defense that we're putting together on this field, and who knows if all of a sudden we're a top 3 defense in the league, somebody's going to make it on this defense, right? Other than the obvious Bobby Wagner. I'm sure if we're
I'll tell you Frankie Louvu if it's a defensive player. Frankie Louvu's an animal. Louvu's an effing animal. He's an animal. Bro's an effing animal.
No, I'm just kidding. All right.
I got B-Rob though. B-Rob about to eat.
No, not B-Rob. But I'm rooting for him. I hope so. I hope we have like 7 Pro Bowlers. That'd be huge. And 6 of them new. Oh gosh, what are you sharing over here? Oh, this is this top 100 list. I never actually.
That John is so capped.
I was just going off what you told me it was. You could have completely lied to me the whole time and just got me riled up.
It takes more work to do.
It takes more work to do.
It takes more work.
It takes more work to cap.
You think I would sit there and count the damn running backs and everything and then lie to you about it? Oh my gosh, sir.
Trevor Lawrence is so trash. Why are you on this list? Trevor Lawrence is trash.
I'm just saying you could have. You could have got me. You could have said some random names, and I just would have.
Yeah. Ahmed Rockmed or whatever.
Trent McDuffie is already a top 30 player.
That's captain me. That's captain.
Kansas Kitty, boys. Kansas Kitty.
Hey, Taylor had 73 Jack low for me. I ain't gonna lie. Taylor Jack an animal.
Wow. Jalen Ramsey at 43.
My boy fell off. He should be 83.
45. Holy smokes!
I think their resume has 45. A lot to do with it too.
Trey McBride, that's a sneaky one. I like Trey McBride, but I think he was left on the top 100. They got Purdy at 85, Slim. That's crazy. I'm gonna lie to you, fool. He better than Trevor Lawrence. What the hell? Trevor Lawrence is trash.
Jair Alexander should probably be higher.
I agree with that too.
George Pickens.
That's your boy, though.
Yeah, I told you.
I missed it.
Jalen Carter was so mid last year. Why is he on this list, fool?
I'm so upset we don't have George Pickens on this
team.
Why
on this list, fool?
Oh, I'm so upset.
Jeffrey Sims at 95.
Wow, Montez Sweat made it in the top 75,
bro. What is this?
Tyler Smith made it into the top 75.
He's trash. I'm about to do my solo and Aya impersonation, bro. Trash. Get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to go to
Trey
Facebook.
McBride?
Go to Facebook tonight.
Bro. I like Trey McBride, but I don't think he's a top 100 player. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. T. Higgins was an honorable mention. That's so disrespectful.
Jalen Carter should be higher.
What? That man was so mid last year. Stop that.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I guess because they were two gapping so much, they had a statistics.
I don't even understand.
He looked so mid. He looked so mid. I mean, in our games versus the Eagles, he looked mid. I don't want
Andrew Thomas is the honorable mention.
Brian Burns at 96 is too high for me too. He ain't had a 10 sack season.
All right, I'm done. Look at this. All right, let's do our thing with the
Matthew Stafford as an honorable mention. So disrespectful.
Immaculate Grid.
Immaculate
Grid.
Grid.
Try this screen. I'm curious if I'm not going to try this screen. I can already tell it doesn't fit the window. I have two different resolution screens with two different resolutions, and one is way bigger than the other. All right, football. There's that. Share screen. Bang, bang, boop. Entire screen over here. Bang. Let's do this thing. All right, Corey. Carry us after I do this. Okay, so across the top on the Immaculate Grid is the Falcons, the Bears, and 3,000 passing yards season. And it doesn't have to be with the team. Win paired with the team. And down the left, you have the Buccaneers, you have the Cowboys, and the Packers.
Let's start with Falcons, Cowboys. Let's go with Dante Fowler.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a recent
one. That's a good one.
All right, we'll go with Fowler.
And then we go to the center after this.
Bears and Cowboys.
Yep. Tank Johnson.
Tank Johnson.
Whoa. That's a throwback, fool.
1%. Phenomenal.
And then the quarterback, because I can always think of, I'm thinking Danny White.
What about Vinny? That be too high?
No, you
Vinny's just a birdie flip for the Cowboys.
Hold on. But he's got to throw for 3,000 yards. And I don't know if
I think he did.
Vinny Testaverde.
I think he proved for 3K.
Did he throw for 3K?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, he did. He did. 3,500 yards. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Vinny Testaverde. Do Vinny Testaverde, yeah.
I like that, but I have something that I doubt that this is a thing.
Quincy Carter, too.
Quincy Carter, yeah.
Oh, so close.
I think Vinny was so known for his time in New York.
This would have been a random one if it was there. He got to 2,365 yards. He only played 9 games. John Kitna.
Yeah, I thought of Kitna. I thought of Kitna.
All
right, we're going with Vinny.
Yeah, go with Vinny.
Testaverde, right?
Yeah.
1%.
I take those.
Phenomenal. Oh,
phenomenal.
Didn't that Hold on. There was a random receiver in the last 3 years that played for these
Russell
two.
Gage, bro.
Yeah.
Was it
Russell
Gage?
Gage, bro.
That's too popular. Never mind. I thought it was a random name.
I don't think Russell Gage
Matt
that
Bryant.
popular.
Do Matt Bryant. Do Matt Bryant.
Matt
kicker.
Bryant. Oh,
Matt Bryant.
you gotta love kickers. 1%, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
To the Buccaneers and Bear, do Gaines Adams.
Gaines Adams.
Played
Fool, I forgot he even played football, fool.
Yeah.
Gaines Adams,
That's
7 to 9. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
2%. Well, 2% of people remember that name. What up, Pig? Long time no talk. Forbes is the guy who gets torched by Air Bud.
Ain't no line there, brother.
What up, Pig? All right.
That's OD.
3,000 passing yards for the Bucks.
Did Matt Glennon do it, bro?
Yeah, did Glennon
did Matt Glennon do it, bro?
Mike Glennon, yeah. But
Fitzy? Fitzy might be too popular.
I don't know if Mike Glennon did it, but let me see.
Jeff Garcia.
Mike Glennon did it, bro.
Mike Glennon did not.
What about Jeff Garcia? Would he be random enough?
That might not be right. Hold on, Sean King. Let me see if Sean King did.
Sean King? Oh, get out of here.
Remember, Sean King was and
Ryan Fitzpatrick,
Trent Dilfer. I don't know if Trent Dilfer did or not.
Trent Dilfer played for them. Brad Johnson, of course.
Trent Dilfer was a first-round pick for him.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Nah.
Big head, look at him. He ugly, so. You know,
you could go Vinny Testaverde here too.
You can't do it. You can't double up.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. I know that, but interesting.
Nah, Trent Dilfer didn't do it either.
Yeah, Trent didn't do it.
He never threw for over 3,000 yards. Yeah. I said Brad Johnson, but I think that's too obvious. I mean,
Fitzy do it?
Yeah, I think. Did
who?
Ryan do it? Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I have no idea. Probably.
I feel like that'd be too common because he's like a
very, very common.
No, even Fitzy didn't do it. Even now, man.
Yeah, is there one that's random enough that I don't know? I'm trying to think.
Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
Who was after Jeff Garcia?
Holy crap baskets, boys. I think I might know one.
Oh, geez.
Give me a second. Because we've been talking about them all day.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are the Commanders. Do Doug Williams.
Doug Williams paid?
Doug? Oh,
that is
Doug Williams.
That is a good one.
78 to 89. Assuming he didn't play 1 year, right?
Yeah, you're right. 89.
3%.
That's insane.
That's cool that 3% even knew that. Okay. All right, now we have to go down to the Packers. For the Packers, Falcons, Packers, Bears.
The obvious one would be
Robert Tonyan. That's probably random enough, right? Even though it's
I feel like
that is random.
Let me see.
Oh, I mean,
I got
Jim both of them.
I got Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon,
the quarterback, won with the Bears. He won Super Bowl with the Bears, and then I think his last year.
This is my pick. I'm going with it. 7%. Okay.
Okay. Well,
how much was McMahon?
Jim was 10%.
10. Okay, so I beat it. Nice. I like it. All right. Then we have 3,000 passing yards for the Packers, which is like we have to go back like early 90s.
They're like 5 quarterbacks that hold.
I got the guy who Brett Favre replaced, Don Majkowski.
Yeah, that's got to be the most random one.
I don't think Bart Starr threw for it.
How do you spell that?
Majkowski. M-A-J.
M-A-J. Oh, Majkowski.
Yeah, Majkowski.
I heard Wojowski. Majkowski. Okay. Yeah, that had to be the lowest because you're not going to go Bart Starr.
Not going to go. You're going to go Brett.
Aaron, Brett, Jordan Love. You can't go any of those 4.
Matt Flynn didn't play enough, so he can't go Matt Flynn.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't start a whole year.
I did Bad Moon Rising for the last one, but I feel like there's like some random running back that played for both Green Bay and Atlanta.
Falcons.
Yeah.
Green Bay, the Falcons.
Like I was thinking, but I think Sam Congato played for I think he played for Houston. Let me see.
Falcons,
Kansas City.
This is our last one. And we have a freaking nutty game going on right now. I mean, we're what at 22% maybe?
Yeah.
24%?
We got a good one.
21, 2, 3, 7, 30. No, we're at 30%. Eugene Robinson, says Gus.
Eugene Robinson.
Or was that for the Packers one? They might be a little bit behind. I don't know.
I'll be AJ Hawk. I'll be AJ Hawk.
Did AJ Hawk play for
Yes, he played for Atlanta in 2016.
Robinson?
In 2016, yeah.
Who did he play for?
No Wizards talk. What up, Gus? The good old Wizards. Wizards suck.
The Gizzards.
The Wizards suck. We did make the move with Denny, but
the Hebrew.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do for the? When does the draft start? Does the draft start now? Start at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we get like a top tier pick? Why is that so hard? You know, like why couldn't we win the draft when it's like Wembanyama? Okay, we got the second pick right now, which is actually like the highest we picked since what? John Wall.
Yep.
Yeah, John Wall.
And then we have the 26th pick. Did you say we added another one? Trailblazers, the 14th?
Yeah, with Denny, we got 14.
And the Denny trade. So yeah, I got
so 3 first-round picks. Okay, so the first overall pick was this Zachary in a weird spelling. Recessor from France.
Yep, we're getting
the Wizards are on the clock.
If we don't get Sarr, I'm gonna be mad.
Y'all drafted Alex. Y'all drafted Alex Sarr, bro.
We gotta draft him. If they
get Alex Sarr, y'all get Alex Sarr.
If they find a way to screw,
you're not gonna do that, bro. Chill. Stop saying that.
You want a 7-foot power forward? Is he? Yes. I have known nothing about him.
He's one of them Frenchmen,
bro. He's a dog, bro. So you need to know he's a dog.
Alexander Sarr.
He's 19. He's 7 foot, 224.
Does he play like a KD or does he play like a big man?
I think he plays like a big man.
Ugh.
Like a big man. He can stop.
He's a rim protector. That's what I heard. He was a rim protector.
Yeah, he's a great rim protector. He blocks the shots.
Because then you have Klingon.
If we find a way to screw this up, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah.
Reed Shepard, Mattis from the G League Ignite, Steven Castle, Dalton Nacht. Oh, we can get a Nikoli Topic.
Jeez. Damn.
Oh,
you're
man.
A bad man, sir. You're a bad
we can get the guy that paints his nails and sings on the internet, Jared McCain.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean, it's Caleb Williams 2.0 for the NBA. Go get him at number 2. I mean, a 7-footer, because then I know Donovan Klingon, he's a 7'2" guy that's listed as number 3 overall. He's definitely a center.
Good God, that boy is like lanky too.
Oh my! Sarr has a 9'2" standing reach.
Yeah, he's got some skill, man.
Interesting. This is a weak draft. We would get the freaking second pick on one of the weakest drafts. There's like nobody interesting.
Bronny.
Let's just do it and let's get
AJ
LeBron
Hawk.
James here.
Let's go AJ Hawk.
All right, AJ Hawk.
Yeah.
That's going to be super popular to room. Oh, 3%.
There you go.
Wow. That's a good
one. Leave me alone. Don't say that.
There you go. Right now, Hawks just picked Rishisher. So we're still on the clock. All right, we're gonna wait for the Wizards to make their pick, and then we're gonna get off here. We'll react to it live.
Alexander Sarr, man, it's gonna be the pick, man.
Minute and a half. We're on the clock, waiting for it to be announced. I'll pull it over here, and
they got that boy. That boy, he can't speak no English. He
You better learn.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who the Wizards pick live and react to it, and then take off. I mean, I'm rooting for the Wizards every year. Of course, I want them to be successful. I played basketball my whole life. Basketball was my first love, if you will.
The pick is in.
So I hate the fact that the Wizards stink horrifically. They're so bad, and they don't really have a trajectory to go up. But you know what? To the NBA's credit, I don't know how exactly it's panned out, but I appreciate that the NBA has started to become a league where players that were drafted with their team are now winning championships, right? It wasn't just let's load up a single roster with a ton of trades to get the ridiculous roster and win the championship, right? And since KD left the Warriors, I feel like, I mean, I guess except for the Lakers in the bubble, you had teams like the Bucks, you had the Nuggets, this year the Celtics. Toronto, I guess, was Kawhi, right? Oh, Hawk Select, yeah, they just got the dude listed. But yeah, anyway, I was rooting for the Mavs to win, but I'm not mad that the Celtics win. I don't really care. I just thought it would be more interesting to see the underdog win, I guess. It's not like I was really a big Mavericks fan by any means. I was really interested in seeing the Timberwolves win. I really like Anthony Edwards.
Facts.
Over there. I'm an Anthony Edwards fan for sure. I love his attitude. I love his game. And I think he represents the Timberwolves well. He's a young kid, so he's got some immaturity about him at times, but at the same time, he's got so much maturity. It's really cool to see. I like him. I'm a fan. All right, the pick is in. They're going to take 4 years to announce it. Let's refresh. And it is not listed on here.
Did y'all see that Japan beat us in tackle football? Beat the brakes off of us?
Who did we send to play tackle football?
I don't know, but it was the U.S. under-20 stunned by Japan in football semifinal. They beat us like 41-20.
Under 20 years old. Interesting.
Yeah. Here we go. The pick is in.
Oh, the pick is in. Go ahead. Whoever has the sound on, turn it up. I can hear it.
2024 NBA Draft. The Washington Wizards select Alex Sarr.
There we go.
There it is.
Man, I knew it was gonna happen.
There it is. So we did go get.
Man, they hired like 4 people to wear Wizards jerseys. That's hilarious. Like literally, somebody had the 8 jersey on, somebody had a 9 jersey on, then somebody had like a 10 and 11 jersey on. Like that's pitiful.
All right. So strength, Sarr is a 9'2" standing reach. He has impressive mobility, quickness, and explosiveness. That gives him a rare upside as a rim protector and switch defender stepping out on the perimeter. Weakness, Sarr showed flashes of potential as a ball handler, passer, and jump shooter, but he is still finding consistency with his toughness and feel for the game to complement his impact as a rim protector, pick and roll finisher, and versatile defender. The verdict: he exceeded expectations in his lone season in the NBL, anchoring Perth's defense and finding ways to contribute in a smaller role as an 18-year-old, while Sarr still needs to get stronger and continues to evolve offensively. He fits a coveted mold as a power forward / center with the potential to be a difference maker on both ends of the floor. All right. Interesting. I mean, nobody knew Giannis was going to be who Giannis was when he was drafted, right? So you never know. I was hoping, I was hoping that, Denny could be our Luka, or what's his name? The guy that we traded, Rui Hachimura, could be our Kawhi Leonard. Nobody saw Kawhi Leonard being the superstar he was to win the championship in 2019. Nobody saw Jokic coming, last pick of the draft. So these guys could be developed. These guys could be moved on, right? I mean, Steph Curry was never viewed as a guy that would be a top 5 in the league, top 10. I mean, he was always a guy that, he was viewed as a guy that potentially would just be a JJ Redick or something like that, a nice shooter, but nothing spectacular.
Head coach who had a podcast with one of his players. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know what? To be fair to the Lakers, though, they did try to go after Hurley.
Yeah, Hurley's not an idiot, though, so...
They did try to go after him, to be fair. And I actually said the same thing. I thought that he should not take that job either. It would have been wild to take a job after you've won back-to-back championships. Like, why would you move on from that? Well, you have a chance to earn a legacy that just will be unimaginable in the NIL era to win 3 championships back-to-back-to-back.
Oh, yeah.
That would be spectacular. But nonetheless, all right. That's a wrap, guys. Appreciate you guys coming on. And we will start going live at 7. We got a routine now, hopefully, that we should be able to go live right on the dot. So we shouldn't be late anymore for plethora of reasons. Mostly me. I'm terrible. But nonetheless, appreciate you guys. And any last words before we roll out?
I'm sorry about my Brandon Aiyuk slander. He's not as not durable as I thought he was. So
there you go.
I was getting him and Debo mixed up. So
hey, takes a minute to admit you were wrong. Love it. Any last things, Tech? I put Tone and Tech together, and that's what came out 10.
Shout out to all y'all for watching tonight. Appreciate y'all. Know what I'm saying? Subscribe to On the Warpath. You ain't done so.
That's right. Yes. Both of these guys' links to their channels are in the description below. Thank you for mentioning that. I almost forgot to mention it. Yes. Top of the description, both of these guys' links. If you haven't subscribed to both of them, go do so for sure. All right. That's a show. Appreciate you guys. And we will see you next time next week. And until next time, see ya.
Hello.